Seani, the remix kid, the remix kid, the remix.
Ravers, clavers, yeah. Black blingers, yeah. Timeless, Sam for six, all dancers, bembe. Everybody start take for yourself. Follow the rhythm and take for yourself. Spin with it and take for yourself. At the new dance, take for yourself. Cause some of them bad minds, take for yourself, them bad mind. This a one of the prime time, this a the prime time. Take for yourself a prime time. So when you see wicked people, take for yourself. When you see nasty people, take for yourself. From them out of the evil, take for yourself. Now far with them in a vehicle, take for yourself. And if you're best
What's your deal? It's your boy Seani B out of the UK in London, England right now. We are in West London. And I hold it down for One Extra, BBC Radio One Extra, dancehall producer as well, remixer, club DJ, just, I'm all up in the thing, you don't know the thing. I started out when I was about 13, 14. My brother had a sound system, limited edition sound system. It was just a little like club sounds, club house party sound system. And that's where I started. When my older brother came from Jamaica, like 1985, and he come with like a Kilimanjaro sound tape. I'll never forget it with Puddy Roots, Jim Kelly, all these kind of guys on it. And it just enticed me into the whole sound system culture. Then my brothers then put together a sound system. Once they put together the sound system, I just needed to be involved. When I was coming up, I was a hip hop DJ, first of all. If you check the records around here, there's a top rack with all original old school hip hop joints up in there. That's what I used to do until around, it was about 1988, 89. I started a party with some Jamaican youths, Bigger and Wingy. And they were like, yo, if you was to do all this scratching thing with dancehall, it would be a next level kind of craziness that you'll be doing. And I just started to invest in buying 7 inches and then blending the hip hop with the dancehall, and that's where it all started for me. In the UK, there was a big sound called like acid house, which is like house music but more electronic. I remember mixing like Ninja Man, Dan Badman. Any original record collectors remember that 7-inch pick-out label. It was a fast tempo Ninja Man kind of song. I remember mixing that with like acid house. So even if you know about the whole UK music scene and how jungle progressed out of like hardcore house and these kind of things, I would even say in a very small way, or probably in a big way, I don't know, that I was involved in that whole sound and that the progressing of that sound. I would recommend this to any DJ, to have a unique sound to what you do. Now, there was a bag of dancehall, I wouldn't even say a bag of dancehall DJs, but there was dancehall DJs that out there that was doing the whole mixing thing, the whole juggling thing, like what Stone Love was doing. You had hip hop DJs doing their own thing. At the time, I was the only person in the UK or in London that I knew about that was going hard with this whole remix thing. So it created my own style that enabled me to go out there and to do what I was doing. And that it kind of brought me to make a link with David Rodigan, because I used to put together bootlegs and sell them at Dub Vendor Records. Now Face at Dub Vendor Records, he used to hear these bootlegs and was like, yo, you're bad, you know. Robert Allen from Dub Vendor Records, they were like, yo, you're bad. And I was a youth of like 17, 18 at the time. I remember putting together a bootleg mix with Case and Foxy Brown, mixed with the Tony Braxton dancehall rhythm at the time. And that was my first bootleg that I ever put out. And I sold like 6,000 copies of that. Shh, don't tell nobody about that. But that was a thing that brought me to a next level where it highlighted my skills to the bigger heads in the industry. And that made that link with David Rodigan. And Rodigan then invited me to do, he actually invited me to remix a couple of his dub plates. And I remember them going down in, like a couple of the New York sound clashes. If you remember the Jay-Z, Put Your Hands Up, he had like some remixes on that. I remember I put those together. But then he invited me to do a mix for Kiss FM, which was 15 minutes, anything that I wanted to do. So I remember mixing like the Mission Impossible rhythm, Showtime rhythm, all these kind of rhythms with R&B vocals and R&B chords and R&B strings. 15 minutes this was, and it played on Kiss FM, like mainstream daytime radio, big in the UK for 3 months straight. 3 months later, still getting played. So I have to say salute going out to David Rodigan. They definitely gave me that step to the next level. From doing the stuff for David Rodigan and ending up being out there a little bit more, creating my label, because I was doing remixes for like Destiny's Child, Pras, Lauryn Hill, all these kind of people. I was doing remixes for all of them on an official basis. Just keep on putting out the work in the streets, doing dances with, like, making a link with Mataran in like 1999. I remember like myself, Splacker, Veli, movie star Johnny, the whole of us is on the boat, and Mataran is flattening the boat with the Sizzler, Hate Me Now. But we had set for him, we prepared for Tony. So boom, Splacker played the Hate Me Now that everybody know, as in the Haters with War 21 and Beanie and all of them. Splacker played that on him, and tear off Mataran first on the boat. And then I come on and then play the Peace remix with Martin Luther King, Spragga Benz and Junior Reid, and lick off Mataran face. And boom, before Mataran even left the country and killed me dead, I swear to God, they ask if I like carry and bring Tony to my yard in White City. Mataran said he's not going on the plane without these remixes. Boom. Them time the internet now run like how it's running nowadays, so you don't even know what I go on. So boom, I remember getting a video for Fully Loaded from Dub Vendor, going home, watching the Fully Loaded video, and seeing the boy Mataran, I take forward like God to the Hate Me Now remix. I'm like, oh, what this? Am I remix this? And the boy don't even big me up still. I'm a dupes, I'm a brother, but he never big me up when he played the remix. I remember Kareem get the whole of the big up for that remix there. I remember I ring my brethren, I said, bigger, yo. He said, don't say a word. The man was crying up wicked on the beach when the remix I play. I'm like, yeah, cool. Mataran come back to England. I see my Chimes, one dance on a Friday night, and I had a hat on. I don't even usually wear baseball. I had the hat on. He walked past me. It's like God tapping me and say, Seani be that, you know, the man hold me, you know. I say, youth. And from there, so, me and Magic, so, the man apologized, and I swear to God, the man apologized. And just them strength from people like them. And I feel big up Rubber Ranks as well, like calling my names at the right time, just having that street power as the youth that's doing something. At the time it was only like Renaissance and Black Chinese, so I'm the youth from the UK that's holding it down for the remixes, and that's what led to my show on One Extra. My show on One Extra was a hip hop, dancehall mixture, and Ray Paul, who signed me, he thought I was from New York. Is Robbo saying, nah, Shawnee Peace from White City, up the road, West London, and that's how I reach on One Extra. I can give you the world famous remix just in case you don't believe me.
Hey yo, check it out. See, this whole DJ game, I've been peeping this. And that really started DJs was getting. And by the way, I go by the name of P. Diddy, yeah, and y'all know me. Yeah. You can hate me now, QB, but I won't stop now. Real because I can't stop now.
Mataran said this tune here help build Magic Yard. The big up Tony. The blueprint right here, so them sitting here build that remix. So anytime you hear Tony play it, yeah, so you know it come from the UK. The UK right now, even if you step aside from dancehall, you know, as a matter of fact, the UK right now, and I think the rest of the world needs to realize this, the UK has got the music scene on shutdown. When there was a time when I started producing, to get an artist from Jamaica or from anywhere in the world, you have to hustle hard. Now you got Chip picking up the phone and saying, Movado, tune, the man them do it. And knocking hard. It's like, so the English youths have created their own scene and said that we're supporting our own. Like back in the day when I started DJ like 15, 20 years ago, that wasn't there at the time. So now the UK scene has its own like music, our own sound that we're pushing, and it's a hybrid, it's a mix of so many different things. And the street sound is definitely starting to come back out a little bit more. I started to be a producer at the start of being, well, I've always been producing, but taking it serious when I started being on the radio, because I always thought that as a radio DJ, or just being a DJ, I don't know how serious people take DJs. Like, we just play music in clubs and that's it as far as some people are concerned. So I always thought that you need something by the side to say, yo, I do this as well. Unfortunately for me, I do so many other things. But being a producer was one of those things that I started to take serious. Like my first rhythm, I had this thing, like from working in a record shop, there's a biasness, or there was a biasness towards UK music. And that biasness was, if an import hip hop track came from America, just that shrink wrap around it, people would gravitate towards that for some reason. Like if it wasn't on a 33 speed, people wouldn't take it serious. Even for reggae, like dancehall, if it's not on a 7-inch, people never took it serious. So for my first rhythm, I made sure I went to Jamaica with my partner, Bigger, and said, yo, we're voicing everybody. And I don't even want them to even say it's a UK rhythm, it's just a rhythm. So on my first rhythm, I voiced Sizzler, Beanie, TOK, Vibes Cartel, you name it. We spent money on that first rhythm and made sure that it went out there. And the funniest thing was, the biggest tune on the rhythm was a UK artist. And it kind of showed me that my scheming ways worked. It was like I tricked the public, because man was coming up to me and saying, yo, your rhythm sound like a yard rhythm. And my answer was like, so what does a yard rhythm sound like? What, because it's got authentic Jamaican artists on it that make it sound like a, nah, rhythm is rhythm, bad rhythm is bad rhythm. So big up Tubby T, R.I.P. Tubby T, Ready She Ready was the biggest tune on that rhythm. I went around Cartel, Sizzler, Beanie, the wall of them. Obviously at the top of the pile for UK dancehall artists is Gappy Ranks, simply because of his work ethic, the amount of work that he puts in, the way he's touring right now. He's definitely put it in for the UK dancehall scene, he's flying the flag. But then following is Style OG. There's so many artists right now that's coming through. And it's just a case of getting the music out there and overcoming that biasness, because there's still a level of biasness in dancehall that if it ain't certain artists, a man won't give it a first listen. And then the other side of the thing is that there's so much music coming out that if an artist don't have a name that people recognize, you have a long list. But like, I'll click through my computer and say, yo, I can't reach to that because I have to listen to the artists that people feel that they have to gravitate towards. I'm from the old school. I've mixed tune pan 24, not even mixed, but being part of a session where man is working off a 24 track. And I believe that if I'm a producer, I don't mix my own song them. I don't have the ears for that. And a man will say, Seani, you have the ears? No. Not everybody on a football team has to be a striker. So that simply means that, boom, one man can do a job, a next man can do a job. And I think that there's a lot of places where there's some good rhythm that get made, but the musicianship on the rhythms ain't right. Because it's not proper boards man play or a bass man play or a man with lick drum. If you look on some of the classic albums from years ago, you will see a whole list of musicians that's been part of that session that made that album that magical sound. So sometimes we just have to share out the work and then we keep the quality up there. Like there's a lot of tunes, like too many tunes I hear and that ain't mixed. But then some of the youth them that's listening to the music, the way they're listening to the music, does it really matter? Because they're listening to the music via phone, they're listening to the music over the internet, where the quality drops as well. So then there's a question of, should you spend that amount of time to do that? And I had a discussion with Curtis Lynch Jr. the other day about this, and he's like, sure, you can't spend so much time on the music like before. And I'm like, no. I know man like you, I listen to my music, Curtis. So I would feel shame if it go a road and you're gonna critique my music and I fell at the last hurdle. So I think that quality needs to come back into the music and the man them have to respect the work that they're actually doing. Right. One of the songs that I am so proud of, and I actually wasn't even involved in this project, was part of the team, is this Sizzler track, written by my brethren. Big up my party.
I say hail unto the Most High. His Imperial Majesty of Prayer King Selassie. True Rastafari. We need love
love and togetherness, always forever blessed, helping each other on this journey, never less. Praise Jah, always yes, blazing upon us as a Jah at the beginning of every step. Nothing test, help each other to grow. Teach the brothers what you know. Keep a clean heart in your chest. What's the blessed flow? Look out for the children. Pure love we give to them. Augustown, Toronto, all them will spend. Now money start running on the place. No more guns now.
Now, those are two tunes by two artists that, given to the wrong producers, you can get the wrong songs out of them. And I'm proud of them two songs. They're Sizzler the Solution and Jackie O Most High Cupful. Everybody call us and say, yo, oh, you record them song there with them artists there. Time, effort, work put into the production. Maybe not the biggest song them in the world, but I know in 10 years, 20 years time, when you hear them, you gotta say, yo, a proper production.
When the Most High come for, when the Most High come for.
Boy, right now, if I be honest with you, the club scene right now is hard. I think the recession has got the club scene kind of by its neck. The other thing that I think, the quality of DJs nowadays is like dead. Enough DJ I don't rate right now. Like I always say, I take it back to the basics. When I first started DJing, 2 Technique 1200s, that's £800. Go and do the maths and the maths conversion for the US dollar. Mixer, amp, speaker, wire. I don't even start chat about record collection yet. So when you buy into something like that, you're giving your all. Like as a youth, I sell sandwich in my school. Ask anybody. Morris on the field, selling sandwich and buy record. That's what I used to do. So I used to give my all. Now you can wake up in the morning, get a laptop, beg his brethren for a couple songs, and turn around, put on a pair of headphones like a clothes and say he's a DJ. Nah, brethren, that don't work. So I feel that the passion to the thing is gone, it's dead. Like, there was a time, I feel, right now you have a whole heap of fashion selector, rather look good for God dance than make sure their record box is packed proper, or their CD pouch is packed proper, or their playlist on their computer is packed proper. Before I left my yard, before I look in the mirror to see if my ear comb. Yes, I must look good when I go out road, but my computer have to set good. God, I'm a DJ, I'm looking to go out there and do my craft. It's a work that I'm doing. And I don't feel that many people right now have that kind of passion. That's why so much hear that song I play as well. Because the man them don't have the right ears for the music. And they don't want to push the right thing. So for me right now, the club scene need a proper shake-up. It's like a £50 DJ, a man running in just to see their name on flyer. It's joke business. Like, you can't book a bag of £50 DJ and they come and scream at me and tell me, say, you ain't got my money. I know I say, when I'm left in your club, my shirt wet up. I work hard. And then, man, they come play for 15, 20 minutes and want to scream down the mic and say, oh, they're my big selector. That can't work. A man have to really work hard for this trade here. I think that it falls at the client's feet. Because this is how I look upon it. Especially with dancehall events. A selector will play for a specific set of people in our crowd. Forget our money pull up, or for if it's a set of hot girl, a man just reflect them for the whole night. And I could walk into a club and see 500 people in there, and I'm like, yo, the whole of them 500 people are my people tonight, you know. So I think it lays at the feet of the audience. If the people them turn around and say, yo, we don't like the way you're playing, I'm not coming out to listen to you. Give a damn even if it's like, I feel like before a lineup gets ratings, the name of the promoter get the rating first. Is it a spender? Is that a man that come out to every dance? Where's the art of putting together a proper lineup so you know, so the music are gonna flow nice throughout the night? Like that don't matter no more. All of that is out the window. Like the promoter is more important than the man that's playing the music. How that chip in? I can't understand that. Like I'm there to entertain your people there. So when you hire me, you're hiring the right man to entertain your people them. And I think it's got to the point where that none of that is looked upon anymore, and it's down to the audience to say, no, we don't want to hear them. But we're not party right no more. So we need you to book some proper DJ for your thing. Or give a damn if you support us every night. We're not coming your thing. So it's the audience that's got to turn around and say, no, they're not the right set of selectors. Seani B is back on One Extra. Like, I was off for a year. Not even back on One Extra, back on One Extra and Radio 1. So that's why I grafted hard, kept my head down and did my thing. And to even be re-employed back at the BBC like that, One Extra and Radio 1, that's not a small thing. You must know some man putting the work hard for that. I will never kiss ass neither. We just put in the work for that. I got productions coming out. I got 2 dancehall rhythms that is ready to drop road. Seduction Rhythm. I have a bad Cecile song on that. I have a bad Mataran song on that. Yappy Ranks, Zaguza on my team. A next rhythm called Seduction Rhythm. I have a bad Glamour Kid, UK artist Glamour Kid. Remember him? Most Moschino. Bad song with him. I'm working with a young lady called Karen Lane, which is a cross of like neo soul and UK lovers rock and dancehall lovers rock. I think that's my most, that project there, that's me 100%. Like, I want to come with something different and represent what I love about music as well. So the production thing is going on and still on the road, like hitting up the clubs. You know, it's just 24/7. We just do road and do plane and do train and do ship and everything.
You can hate me now. QB.